Hello, this is Zed Online, and today we're doing another player build with TBDIMONDBLOCKS. Say hello.
Hiya.
Right, okay, so we're gonna TP to him. Let's have a T. Let me learn how to spell the name first. There it is. Right, so let's see. What world is this in then?
This is in your standard survival world.
Easy or peaceful or?
This is peaceful. This is just a little peaceful village, which is just on the edge of, as you can see, the castle in that direction.
Right, there it is. See that? Right. So you can see a tower there. Okay, let's go and have a look then, shall we?
Mm-hmm. It's up to you if you want to fly or walk. It's up to you.
Yeah, I'll fly.
There you go. We'll go past this side first.
Wow, look at that.
Mm.
Now, all I've seen of this is a few screenshot pictures. I haven't seen it inside otherwise. So let's land and go towards the path. But wow, that looks big. Right, okay.
I'll let you walk up the path on your own, because then you get the better shot instead of just me.
Yeah.
Sort of behind you.
I've got rid of my stuff as well, so it's just the view of it.
Yeah, well, the path was the last thing that I put in that I thought would actually make it better. But as you see, you walk in, you've got your marketplace, which has yet to be populated. But I've got all the hay and everything else out ready. Market's just a nice little place to wander around.
Cool.
The whole market was done with flying, along with the buildings on the inside. So the big building we got in the middle here, and the two little buildings which are next to it, were all done with flying. But every bit on the outside, apart from the torches round the towers, were built without flying.
Right, which is quite impressive.
Yeah, it's very difficult to do. You got to know.
Oh, believe me, I know.
Now
you see the wall around my place. See how tall that is, and that was done without flying.
Yeah. This water feature, which you'll see from the outside towards the end, was already here. I put in all the stone and made it upwards, but the actual waterfall, which is outside of the gate, just there, was already here when I started.
Right. Yeah, because we could see this from the outside, the waterfall.
But where would you like to see first? Do you want to go around the main walkways, or do you want to go into the main building?
You're the tour guide. You lead, I follow.
Well, we'll take you into the main building through the back end.
Yeah.
After you. This is a dining hall, as well as the main building. Not much set up in it, apart from the tables and the chairs. Some good lighting. But it's all set, ready for whoever comes to visit.
Yep.
Especially with the kitchen. Kitchen all set up, ready for whoever needs it.
Cool.
Now we'll head upstairs to the throne room.
Gotta put my thing back on so I can see where my hand is while I'm holding, because I don't want to break anything by accident. But wow, check that.
That's all right.
Now that's a throne and a half. I like that.
That was borrowed off a video on YouTube. I literally couldn't think of how to do it, so I borrowed that idea.
Well, it looks good. That looks really good.
Along with the gems and that in the wall, I borrowed that idea from a well-known British YouTuber.
Yeah, looks like fire and ice, kind of opposites.
It does, but it's from Vicstar123.
Right.
That's his logo for his Minecraft. So yeah.
Cool.
We'll head back downstairs. What we'll do is we'll exit through the front entrance of the house and the building, as you can see from here, with the lovely roof and everything else. But this building was done with a bit of a diagonal wall on this side to try and keep the gap between that and the wall.
Yeah.
Which, if you fly up, you can see the roof was a very difficult
structure to
try and get done.
Oh wow, yeah, that must have taken a while to get right.
About 2.5, 3 hours.
Wow.
But yeah, it worked. Right, cool. We'll take you back down and we'll take you into the main tower, which is 5 blocks across on each side, and then a diagonal 3.
Right, where'd you go?
Down onto the floor into the main tower. Here you go.
Ah, there you go.
Right there. Yeah. All the floors within this tower are quartz, but the walls and the lighting are still similar to everything. And this leads right to the top. This is the tallest tower in the actual build, and this was the I think this was the last thing I finished building of the main outside walls and towers.
Let's have a look at the top.
It all leads up. From the top, it's a lovely view if the lighting's right.
Wow, that's a good view.
Good view over the castle, good view out over the countryside. Yeah. And as you can see in the distance, there's 4 points dotted around the map. You can see it with a little glowstone block.
Ah, yeah. That's protection.
There's 4 of them dotted around the map, and that is my protected area from this castle.
Yeah. Cool.
So this is my land, my build, but it is still one thing to behold when you look down upon this building and see.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. But I started the design. This was just a flat, almost like a flat-topped hill with a load of trees on it. So I took the trees down and just said to myself, I'm going to design something that I think would look good. And I started with the waterfall on this edge.
That does look good, that waterfall.
I sealed up the bottom to make it actually look like it's leading into something. And then just built from there, sort of laid it out from that side. So put a tower each side of the waterfall and then work my way around.
Nice.
You're quite welcome to do a full 360 around the outside. It's a castle to admire.
Yeah, definitely. I like my big builds, but this is nice.
This took me a total of about 4 days.
Wow.
See, and that's without making materials. That was all done pre-build.
See, my outer wall is a lot taller than that, but it took me months. You're doing all this in 3-4 days, you know.
Yeah, but if you think of this outer wall isn't that high because you think if someone was to come up to it from ground level, it's already about 40 blocks off the floor before you get to the wall.
Yeah.
So on this sort of landscape, you do not need another extra high wall because you're so close to the floor.
I guess there's only one way in to the area.
Well, there isn't. There's 2. You've got the pathway up over there, but you've also got this little hill here, which actually leads up. But there's no way of actually getting in. This is one of the most secure bits of the wall. If I can show you.
Clever.
People don't realise that. They could come up and try and get in, but that's all the way round. Apart from the towers, every bit of wall is obsidian behind it.
Wow. Clever. Nice.
Even
of course, in protection, nobody can break it anyway, but yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
that's
but
nice.
if it was to ever be copied and put into, say, a world where people could actually use it as a sort of tower defense type game,
it
makes it that sort of we're just going to tunnel in through here, and then they get there and go, oh dear, we can't.
Yeah, and then you can just snipe them from above.
Yeah, but then you can't even see them when you're on here. They're so far below you. It's such a tight angle to try and get them. You wouldn't be able to hit them. So it's their own downfall if they try it. But cool. Yeah, it's something I've been doing for a little while. But here's a little blacksmith I put in. Right. Just down here, put a little blacksmith in, just to go along with the market.
Cool.
I'm sure you can't open any of the chests, which I'm sure you'd try.
Well, I can. Yeah. Normal players can't, but senior helpers can.
But you can see it's all just armaments and everything else.
Yeah.
And then over here, sort of furthest corner away from the ramp up, is your little stables with your armours and your saddles.
all the hay in there ready.
Oh, it's all manual gates to get out, because otherwise
Yeah.
you'll just have anything getting in there.
But
But
yeah.
you're quite welcome to go around and look through any of the towers. A lot of the towers are similar design on the bottom floor, but once you get up to the main wall height, you've then got ladders to try and keep the space as you go up. What I'm intending to do is each one of these floors, even with the balconies, you're going to have sort of storage for archers and armors and things like that, because then they don't have to be all prepared as they come up these ladders. It'll all be ready for them.
Yeah, because you can get quite close. See, I see a cow there right by the edge of the wall. I can just about get him.
Yeah, you could do. It's one of those. You've got these balconies that lean out a good block further than what these walls do, and it just gives it that little bit of extra security. But even if you go up the top, even the top goes out further than the walls, and even further than almost as far as the balconies.
Right. Yeah. Nice.
But it's one of those. I do have plans to do another one of these, but I think I wouldn't be allowed to do it at the time being.
Well,
I did speak to you on Discord about that as well.
Yeah. Well, this is a very impressive. This is definitely a very nice player build. So, anything? That's about it, yeah?
That's about it.
That's about it. Cool. Well, obviously, a lot of potential to add other bits in. Obviously, he needs to do the markets and that, but this is a very nice player build.
What I was hoping to do eventually was take the protection off, but keep the protection on the actual buildings and the structures, and let people come in and do sort of their own markets and bits like that.
Right.
But it's all set out. You've got your little gateways to get in. You can have someone here selling wool, you can have mutton, whatever.
Yeah.
It works.
Nice. Cool. Well, that's all good. So, that's about it for this one. So, yep, another great player build. So this is Zed Online with TB Diamond Blocks, and we are out.
Thank you very much.
No problem. Bye.
Bye.